Welcome to the Outer Worlds 2. Any similarities to real-world dystopian corporate-branded hellscapes are purely coincidental. I'm the Moon Man. You might know me from such business entities as Spacer's Choice or its parent company, Universal Defense Logistics. Yeah, I'm kind of a big deal. But I won't bore you with how I became the galaxy's most beloved and recognizable spokesmoon. You're here to choose options from a menu. Well, have I got menu options for you?
Commander, we've been hit by one of those space anomalies.
Buddy?
And the piloting system is down.
Buddy?
The astrogator's gears are shot!
Get a hold of yourself! You're an Earth Directorate agent.
Affirmative, Commander. What are the orders?
Brace for impact.
Unable to brace for impact.
Is it the end for Commander Zane and Buddy? Tune in next week to find out.
From one side of the galaxy to the next, the Earth Directorate is on your side. Whether against corrupt corporations, tyrannical governments, or corrupt corporations in league with tyrannical governments, the Earth Directorate is here to fight for the rights of all colonists. So remember, if you or your neighbor's government has turned tyrannical or sold themselves out to greedy corporate interests, just commandeer a skip drone and send the Earth Directorate an SOS, and we will respond immediately.
Please allow 6 months to 10 years, depending on your proximity to the nearest Earth Directorate base and any unforeseen encounters.
Commander, As always, I'm calling on you for a mission requiring both your unique intellectual prowess and aggressive instincts for item acquisition. Your destination is the source of all skip drive manufacturing, the Arcadian system. However, for reasons that must remain classified for the moment, this colony is outside our jurisdiction. We have recently discovered that the drives are somehow responsible for the dangerous rift anomalies, the tears in the fabric of space itself. Without skip drives, interstellar travel is impossible. No conferences at which to tear apart your peers' half-baked theories. No jaunts to other systems to find rare historical items. No propagation of knowledge of any kind. In short, stagnation and death for the colonies. Your mission is to rendezvous with DeVries, our forward agent, and assist her in retrieving the information needed to determine exactly how the skip drives caused the rift anomalies. But be advised, if you or any member of your team are captured, you will be on your own. There will be no rescue. We cannot afford for this to turn into an intergalactic incident. Agent DeVries will be contacting you shortly to coordinate your plan of action. As always, I look forward to your academically grounded yet thoroughly imaginative musings in your summary report. Allah be with you and your team, Commander.
Commander, hey, Agent Pascal told me to bring you your new model tactical time dilation device. They say these newfangled ones cause no, that ain't right. 10.25% less brain damage than the old ones. Yeah, impressive, huh? Way it seems to make everything move slower still feels a little weird to me, but they tell me I'll get used to it. They say the way it works is like, well, you know how parts of your brain can become damaged if you're in suspended animation too long? It kind of does the same thing. Didn't I just say? But this way, you don't have to risk extended hibernation. That can kill you, you know. The lab coats swear this way's perfectly safe. Science is amazing, ain't it? Listen to me, rambling on. So, well, anyway, here you go. Look, Commander, truth be told, I asked to deliver it to you. I was just hoping to get a moment to ask you for a pointer or two, you know, on how to be a great agent like yourself. Because, well, you're a legend. And the other agents, well, let's just say they disagree on just how I should go about it. Well, Pascal likes to joke around, but I think she's being sincere when she says it's all about looking out for the people who can't defend themselves. Sandoval says he's got no time for weakness. He says we gotta save people because they're too stupid to save themselves, and that we have righteousness on our side. And Jepson, well, you know him, he don't talk much. So, what do you think? Yeah, there's some advice worth taking to heart. Anyway, thanks for giving me the time of day. Most superiors wouldn't. Oh, I almost plumb forgot to tell you. It's near time for Agent DeVries to establish contact. She's like you, top tier, one of the Earth Directorate's best. I know you'll like her. Anyway, we ought to be getting down to the main room and open up the channel. Call should come through at the console.
Commander, your credentials are required to open the channel with Agent DeVries. Yours are currently located in your cabin.
Don't worry, you're not the only one who needs their gray matter rewired.
Your cabin door appears jammed, Commander. I've made an internal note for Agent Ibarra to look into the cause. In the interim, you will need to find another way in. Commander, considering the danger and consequence of the mission we're about to undertake, I hope you'll forgive the lack of pleasantries. Arcadia is ruled by a dictatorship that calls itself the Protectorate. They are beyond secretive. However, it is their inability to even imagine that someone could infiltrate their system that has given us an advantage. One I've found a way to exploit spectacularly. As unbelievable as it may sound, once you make your way to my location in the Skip Labs, we will be liberating an unsealed Skip core. Exactly right. But that whole story about the explosive seals being necessary to complete the circuit so they'll function? Well, it's a lie. The seals are just there to conceal the inner workings of the drive so no one else can duplicate them. Examining an unsealed one will be invaluable in helping our lab coats figure out how they caused the rifts. But you'll first need to make your way to the station proper from the landing pad. Hopefully so. Our mission's timing is fortuitous. Most of the sector security was reassigned to the far side of the station in preparation for the imminent visit of their sovereign's family. They decommissioned several landing pads, including ours, to give them fewer points of entry to guard, giving us fewer chances to be intercepted. You'll just need to reroute power to open the door to the sector once you've landed. Once you gain access to the sector, you'll need to shut down their communications to keep them from alerting anyone to our presence. Then, you'll need to handle their combat mechs. I've managed to leave caches of tools and intel for you throughout the sector. I'd take advantage of all of them, were I you. This may sound simple, but I cannot stress this enough. Do not underestimate the danger we face.
Come on, Agent. Haven't you heard? We're the best and brightest. We infiltrate corrupt governments before breakfast most days.
Do you think this is some kind of joke? The Protectorate are the worst of the worst and will not hesitate to string you up if you're caught, if you're lucky. They think nothing of regularly chemically lobotomizing their own subjects for even the slightest error. Your life isn't the only one at risk here. Move on? You know what I've sacrificed? What I'm prepared to sacrifice still? I've spent the better part of a year laying the groundwork for this mission. I don't need a team led by some egghead refugee from academia fouling it up. Yes, of course. You were in command here. I apologize if I allowed my nerves to get the better of me. It will not happen again. I promise you. I need to go now. My absence will be noticed soon. Once you land, I'll patch in over comms and guide you through the sector.
Augustine! Agent DeFreeze. I just wanted to say we're all looking forward to working with you.
Who? Niles? Is that you? Law, what are you doing here? It's been so long.
I'm an agent. First assignment. Suppose I look a mite different now. Less grease. Oh, and no more smelling like fuel neither. Most days. Can't wait to see you once this is over, Agent. And good luck.
Same to you, Ibarra. DeVries out.
Navigator's warmed up in the cockpit, Commander. Whenever you're ready to fly us in.
as its basest elements, the dirt on which it is built.
Commander, Abara and I will secure the building down here, while you're upstairs restoring power to the door.
That smell. Did a sprat get flash fried in here? The electrical system misfired somehow. Security's been triggered. This needs to be dealt with quickly.
Expiring without permission will result in demerits being assigned.
Commander, we finished our sweep. I'd wager we could use the intercom to call for help, Commander. Must be a guard around here somewhere who can shut the mechs down. Screen's broken, so should be nothing to pass yourself off as one of their own.
I also found a vent around the corner might get us inside in a less conspicuous manner than strolling through the front gate. Though you'd have to pick the lock to see for sure.
Always a good idea to have a cover story.
That don't work out. This here mag pick should come in handy.
Cadet Warden 4th Class Corbin receiving. It's a glorious day in the Protectorate. How can I serve? Wait a moment. You're calling from landing pad 0-53? That's listed as decommissioned. And yet the defenses have come online? Please be so kind as to inform me of your name and ID number so that I may report you for this infraction. And hurry, please. The transmission of the Sovereign's family's arrival will start any moment. I can scarce afford the demerits missing it would entail. Mallory? Oh, now I understand. I'd heard you were, that your condition wasn't, optimal. What? I know I shouldn't be asking this, but what was it like? The mental refreshment? No! I mean, yes! Of course I would. Willingly. Were I to fail to adequately fulfill my duties to the Sovereign and the Protectorate, I am pleased you have been returned to us as a fully functioning subject. I can't do that. I mean, I would, it's just... You know what, though? In your condition, you're unlikely to even remember this discussion, so it should be of no consequence to me. I will disable the defenses for you, Maori. But in the off chance you happen to recollect any of this, I beg you never speak of it. And please, do not go around pressing any buttons or fussing with any more whatsits. You wouldn't want to be sent back to... I mean, reassigned again?
Mighty slick how you fooled that guard, Commander.
Let's not...
Each and every one of you. Yes, you. You are not just a cog in the machine. You are
Commander, the situation is becoming more fluid than I'd originally planned for. We've got to change our approach. Split the team to handle comms and security.
Good to know DeVries is consistently on edge. Wasn't just me. You'd think she'd never been on a mission before. Everyone knows fluid's about the best you can hope for. Well, sitting here jawing ain't gonna accomplish much. Looks to be central dispatch on the right with security ops on the left. Which you taking, Commander? We'll hit the other. Kinda figured that'd be your choice. Shoot a couple for me, will you? Abara and I'll take security ops, then meet you at the skip labs. We'll stay well out of trouble, won't we, Cadet?
That's right. Like you told me, Commander, everyone's well-being depends on our success. If whatever's going on here is as bad as the Chief thinks, then we'll make an end of it.
Right. Well, then, notwithstanding Ibarra's enthusiasm here, or DeVries' concerns over fluidity, I'm fairly certain we've got this under control. Rest easy, Commander.
Agent Pascal. Ma'am, I've been cogitating on how best to gain entry into security ops. You know, nice and quiet like.
You gonna school me on some of that newfangled academy training of yours? So long as it don't result in us being unceremoniously shot, suppose I could hear you out.
I'm certainly part of it. Robin's family's visit. Surely.
Jepson and I are in position above the sector, Commander. Path's been cleared. We encountered one guard. He's been dealt with. You've seen it. Wasn't pretty.
As long as it's done out
The airlock when we're back on the ship, Pascal. Got the wrong number?
You need to sabotage the transformer to disable the failsafe. This will allow you to open the door and proceed. I left the manual in the locker to your right in case you need it.
Can't succeed alone. So be diligent. And remember, failure will be met with severe consequences.
Now that that's done, don't forget to mention the alarm. Just ignore it and get the override the control room as soon as you can.
Be diligent. And remember, failure will be met with severe consequences.
We're encountering more opposition over here than any distractions you provide would be helpful, Commander.
Subjects. We all know that a structure is...
Comms are down. This is going better than I expected. The nearby elevator will take you out to your
No sign of the scale.
Give us a minute. Something's not right.
Whoa. Hold on. What's this doing here?
What's that? An explosion?
Commander, what do I do? Everything was fine, and then... Oh, I think Pascal's hurt. I called out to her, but...
There is a 90% chance Agent Pascal is trapped under rubble. 87% chance she is mortally wounded beyond help. 85% chance she's deceased.
I don't understand. Everything went bad so fast. But we can't stay here. The mission. We've got to complete the mission. On it, Commander. Wouldn't dream of doing less than my Earth Director at best. Just like you told me. Ain't nobody's getting left behind on my watch. I'm just a bit dizzy at the moment. I'm sure it will pass. I sure hope I find her before the Protectorate sets their lamps on us.
Issuing urgent reminder. Time is of the essence. Please continue on to the Skip Labs to complete the mission. This unit will assist Agent Ibarra in his endeavors. Per Earth Directorate guidelines, an incapacitated agent's equipment is available for team use. Agent Ibarra's rifle is now yours, Commander. Using it may improve your odds of survival.
Commander, guards are closing in on your location. Agent DeVries, we need an updated tactical report. We've got agents down.
This makes no sense. There were no hostiles in the immediate area. No logical cause for that explosion. And there's nothing more we can do for them. This doesn't change our mission. We have no choice but to keep pushing forward.
Hey! What are we here? Why aren't you at your post? Has this whole facility gone mad? Something has transpired at Central Dispatch. I've heard gunshots, screams. I fear we may be under attack, but how? This is the Sovereign's Arcadia! I've attempted to raise anyone within the sector, but communications are completely down. And there was that explosion. Please, tell me you know what's happening here. By the matriarch, your voice. You're the one I spoke to over the intercom, but you're not Maori, which means I let an unauthorized person into the facility. No. I am ruined. You've played me for a fool, talked me into an action that borders on treason. And now, the price must be paid. I'm a loyal subject, I swear. Why would you do this to me? They need no witness to convict me. My demerits assure they'll be interrogating me about all this. They'll read my guilt on my face, hear the failure in my words. No matter how I try to conceal it, I'll just wait here for them to come and take me away. It is over for me. I need accepted. I know I'm still a loyal subject, even if no one else does. Of what matter is it if I go willingly or not? The fact is that it is unavoidable. My latest perpetual appraisal of purpose was less than adequate. It's just sitting on Arbiter Jackson's terminal, waiting like a blade above my head. When the demerits for this are added, maybe I'll be lucky and they'll just execute me instead. What do you mean, help me out? There is no help for me. Petitioning for redress is only admissible in extreme circumstances. Anything else shows a disrespect for the system's purity and perfection. I'm not certain I follow. You're saying you would alter an official report without authorization? To cover my abject failures? I've never heard of such a thing. Why, that could be like having a new start. Wait, what am I saying? I cannot be party to your scheme. I'd be caught for sure. You do that for me? Yes, at once. Glory be to the Protectorate.
I don't know what happened out there. This is all going wrong. Niles, he was a promising agent, but we've got no time for grieving. Take the lift behind you and get to me as soon as you can. It is imperative we retrieve this unsealed core and escape this station, lest his sacrifice be for nothing. Commander, be on your guard. I'm picking up increased security activity in your area. They'll be at your location at any moment.
Drill. Or it is. And we're being tested. It is not our place to question.
Commander, can you hear us? Something's wrong. We can't get into the skip lab. DeVries isn't responding to our comms. In other words, we're trapped in here. Don't count on us for backup. We'll be busy keeping ourselves alive. Don't worry about us. Just get to DeVries and liberate that core so we can get out of here.
you get anything right? You were supposed to be dead already. And here I was certain an agent known for their academic pursuits would be slowed down by the chance to examine a culture none outside this colony had ever seen. Oh, an infuriating miscalculation on my part, but one that will soon be rectified. Let me put this simply. Simple enough for even you to understand. The grand plan mandates this abomination of an experiment must die. And you along with it. Your righteousness is as unamusing as it is misplaced. I have no expectation to live through this either. I was fond of him too. Saving him would have been preferable were I given the choice. But the plan cares not for our wants. I couldn't risk the delicate balance of the predictions. The mathematical computations involved are very specific. There is no too late. This is happening right on time, as it must. And whether Niles is alive or dead has no bearing on it. Farewell, Commander.
Sovereign's family has been killed by a naturally occurring rift anomaly. High priority alert to all Earth Directorate agents. Contact with Earth has been low.
Identified ships on the edge of Arcadia.
It's no longer just a spacer's choice, it's Auntie's choice. Greater value for your men.
Arcadian citizens, we've come to deliver you from oppression.
You're not hearing me, Val. They were out there for almost 10 years. No one usually has someone left in suspended animation that long.
Explosive cell death may result from extended periods of suspended animation. Death occurs quickly as the human body rapidly liquefies.
Exactly. And it would be my fault it happens. I never should have stopped looking. I can't face the commander right now. Not like this. I'll be in the cockpit.
Welcome back to consciousness, Commander. Please accept your back pay for the previous mission. It has been prorated according to the mission's failure and your unapproved 3,468-day sabbatical. This unit is not programmed to judge the activities of off-duty agents. Revival protocols mandate a physical and cognitive test to confirm mission readiness. This is to ensure no unexpected changes have occurred regarding your abilities, Commander. Acknowledged. Your refusal has been noted in your permanent record, and an automatic grade assigned to your cognitive functions. An event summary will now be provided to improve your situational awareness, Commander. If you feel yourself beginning to liquefy at any point, please notify this unit immediately. Following an aggressive merger between Anti-Cleo's and Spacer's Choice, the new corporate entity known as Anti's Choice invaded Arcadia. Anti's Choice claims they are following market demands and liberating Arcadia through the power of capitalism. Many have died. Unfortunately, their invasion fleet also exacerbated the rift anomaly created by Agent DeVries' sabotage of Horizon Point. This means no ship can enter or leave the colony. The rift also remains a threat to the colony. Current estimations suggest the rift will destroy Arcadia in the next 10 years. Give or take 7 to 8 years. Correct. At some point in the next decade, the rift will result in the complete annihilation of all life in Arcadia. But currently, it is a low to medium priority concern. Agent Ibarra has expressed far more confusion and alarm about Agent DeVries' latest actions. Agent DeVries did indeed survive Horizon Point. This was confirmed when she brought down the old Earth Directorate surveillance satellite earlier this month. The satellite had been gathering information since before your mission. When it fell, it signaled agents across the colony, leading to the discovery of you and Agent DeVries. Agent Ibarra prioritized your recovery above pursuing Agent DeVries. This involved disassembling and rebuilding the astrogator to allow the incognito to travel to your location. It is inadvisable. However, Agent Ibarra has had many years to teach himself new skills, though he has not shown the same aptitude in soap making, hydroponics, or cooking. This unit has also observed a marked improvement in Agent Ibarra's hygiene regimen since the satellite was brought down. He is shaving again, and routinely changes his clothing. Final update. Due to the deaths of every other squad member, Agent Ibarra is now a full agent. He is currently in the cockpit. Please extend your congratulations when you see him.
All these years and I still can't get my head around what Augustine did. Sacrificing our whole team. And for what? What did our blood pay for? Oh, Commander. Thought you were Val. Glad to see you up and ambling about. And not, human stew. Seems so. Better luck next time, I guess. You know, when I first learned some of the escape pods made it away from the station, I'd hoped. I did search for you, Commander. Just as soon as I was able. Might be you're giving me more grace than I deserve, but either way, thank you. So then, I gather Val's described our state of affairs?
Confirmed. The Commander has received a full briefing on the following topics: the invasion of Arcadia, the Rift, and Agent DeVries' survival.
DeVries. Would have been better if she joined the dead. I figured she'd done just that until I got the alert that she brought down the Earth Directorate satellite. If she's of a mind to, she could use the information on that thing to destabilize the Rift and destroy Arcadia. She was one of us, Commander. It's our responsibility to stop her. With your erudite insights, I wager it won't take us long at all to catch her. She's going to ground now. But as part of her original undercover mission, DeVries was inserted at the Vox relay station on Paradise Island. She then followed protocol, established a safe room there. Wager that's where we'll find clues as to her present plans and whereabouts. I'd have reckoned you'd enjoy a little prattle after 10 years, but shows what I know. Just to be clear, I'm not saying we're strolling up to the Vox station and knock nicely. The Vox is highly restricted and heavily defended. It'd be a death sentence. We might ought to explore the island first, find out what we can. The satellite alert pinged DeVries' tracker in a town, name of Fairfield. Wasn't nowhere clear as yours, so we need to poke around a bit. Doubt she's there now, but it seems a better place to start than insulting a protectorate communications hub.
Unit records indicate that lockboxes, such as the two housed in this dispenser, were originally part of a failed smuggling operation. Special lockbox keys are needed to open them. After discovering the first lockbox, Agent Ibarra installed this dispenser to house additional lockboxes, which may be located throughout the colony. Unfortunately, due to a jam, the dispenser is currently inoperable. Agent Ibarra deprioritized its repair in order to focus on rescuing you, Commander. Tampering may result in damage to the container's contents. Theorizing. Extracting the contents from the first lockbox may disencumber the dispenser, allowing it to return to normal operations. This unit has an advanced decryption key that can open the first lockbox, Commander. Helpful addendum. Scans also indicate an Anti's Choice dematerializer within the first lockbox, which you may find useful in the discreet disposal of bodies, Commander. Final recommendation. The second lockbox's contents may contain parts to upgrade your Valerie unit. Upgrades are recommended to improve your experience of Valerie. An upgraded Valerie unit will boost the team's overall level of effectiveness by an estimated 87.3%. Please be on the lookout for any additional lockboxes, which may be stored here for your convenience. Congratulations on your acquisition of the dematerializer. The dispenser is now functioning normally. Your ability to conceal homicides has also been... So...
honest-to-goodness broadcasting for straight shooters across Arcadia. This is Wireless Free Arcadia.
Auntie Cleo here to address all the hubbub over these rifts. Arcadia's yaysayers and eggheads would have us think these cosmic light shows herald the end of the worlds. Poppycock! Rifts present an opportunity, not a calamity. Once someone irons out their reality-bending downside, we'll be left with nothing but upside. I have full confidence that our lab coats in experimental operations will innovate a profitable use for them. Rifts could be leveraged in negotiations, or... Relax,
At the risk of sounding glib, that ain't a good sign.
Correction. The sign seems to be functioning nominally.
Can't say the same for the trooper.
Emergency. Ready.
You watch him hit the broadside of a freighter. Hey, got a distraction for you, ready to waste it. On your command.
Company. Must be...
Whoa there, go get. Welcome to Fairfield, now under the new and improved management of Auntie's Choice. I'd usually ask if you were affiliated with the previous regime, but you lack the bewildered gaze of a yay-saying protectorate subject. Even so, going to have to ask you to identify yourself. Still a war on and all. Huh. Really? Everyone knows we're cultivating our sprat population for a new deep-fried snack line. So I refuse to fall for such a ham-handed attempt at dissemblance. Look, we're Auntie's Choice. Lying's fine. We downright admire it even, if you pull it off. Next time, try a little harder. End of the day, we let most anybody in. Bottom line's all we care about is our bottom line. That'll be all, unless you got any questions before you're on your way. On the way from the landing pad? Had a convoy out that way. They're overdue. See any sign of them? Damnation. I had a friend on that detail. He always carried this, keepsake. You didn't happen to find it, did you? Well, never too late to start. Plunder's plunder, Auntie always says. Them protectorate drones been a serious menace of late. Heard Trooper Faulkner shot a few. You find a way to put a stop to them, there's a bounty for it. Before I forget, I have standing orders to send all newcomers to Minister Milver Street. He's in the town hall. That'd be the one with the giant hologram on it. Can't miss it. Once again, welcome to Fairfield, the official new home of free trade and self-reliance on
Keep your petty skepticism. I'll pay my tab in no...
Swear, I almost had it this time. Everything all lined up. Easy mark, guaranteed moneymaker, favorable terms. Practically the recipe for success. Look like you've had your share of troubles. Ever had the perfect opportunity just slip through your fingers? Some...
I see a huge opportunity for us in Fairfield. There's zero... Welcome to the name-pending saloon, purveyor of spirits and stimuli. What'll it be, stranger? Why, sure. You'd be surprised how much loose talk and idle speculation occurs around here. What, between them protectorate defectors? finally able to speak their minds, and all our off-duty Antes employees carping about work and the war. Any particular topic you have in mind? Oh, Minister Milver Street's blessed with the gift of gab. Swear he could sell bypass shunts to a raptidon. Ain't one of them falsely magniloquent types, though. Sincere fella. Shares command of Fairfield with Acquisitions Officer Carr. She's blunt and murderous. Two traits Auntie's Choice highly prizes in a commander of corporate forces. To say they have differing approaches to leadership is like saying, gee, suns are hot, whilst being incinerated in a solar eruption. My pleasure. Got anything for me in return? Here I was hoping you'd have a good story for me in exchange, but oh well. Not everyone's a seasoned raconteur.
That guard wasn't being ironical about the giant hologram over Town Hall. Well, guess we ought to go acquaint ourselves with that minister like she said.
Yet you see fit to keep me in a constant state of consternation. With each unauthorized act, you jeopardize our hold of Fairfield.
Yes, but you must understand the Protectorate citizenry is a hair's breadth from defection. Within the week, I'm certain.
Certain. Like the week prior and the week before that. Impressive foresight you wield. Should apply to join the Order of the Ascendant.
It would be difficult enough to convert the stubborn populace without your soldiers' constant, ill-advised forays.
Enough! Your yipping reminds me of my 2 old canids. I loved those canids. You, on the other hand, are trying my patience. We don't want to try Auntie's patience, do we?
No, Auntie.
Yes, I thought not. Now, unless you care to see what life in the lower rungs looks like, you will both of you cease your foolish maneuvering immediately. Do I make myself clear?
Yes, Auntie.
Good. See that it is done. I will brook no more disappointments. And while you're at it, you might want to look into your security situation, Commander. I'm not accustomed to an audience when addressing my subordinates.
Who in the void? Eavesdropping on Auntie's choice business is like to get a body shot for spine. Though you're not wanting for moxie. I'll give you that.
Hold a moment, Carr. When opportunity comes visiting, perhaps it's better not to riddle it full of holes. Our new compatriot may be of assistance.
A surprisingly good point, especially from you. She only forbade us using our own personnel. Be a whole other matter were a stranger to happen to aid one of us. But which? Well, you seem an observant sort, so I expect you'll tire of Milver Street's bluster soon enough. Come see me before agreeing to whatever absurdity he proposes. Unlike him, I have some work actually befitting your time. I'll be waiting.
Alone at last. I never thought she'd leave. Now then, allow me to introduce myself. I am D.B. Milver Street, Minister of Marketing, Duke of Demographics, Commercial Condottiere, President of Promotional Material. Tell me, do you believe in signs? Splendid, because I'm not interested in hiring any more idiots. I'm looking for people of tact and vision and perspicacity. I do not believe in signs. I believe in opportunities. Right now, at this moment, you and I have an opportunity to save countless lives. But I'm hardly the type to beg and ask for nothing in return. Tell me, what do you desire of this island?
With that hat? Absolutely not.
Is this a bad time to mention I can read lips? I have some faint recollections of the fuzz beneath my hat. Perhaps I saw such a name amidst my perusal of the Protectorate domicile assignment records. The record room is in this building. You have my permission to peruse at your leisure. But surely a go-getter like yourself has more ambitious goals on our island. Share them with me, and we can brave them together. Ambitious, aren't we? Easily the best protected location on Paradise Island. Hardly a place for a stroll. But if you assist me, I promise to get you inside. Better yet, helping me shall result in our saving dozens, no, hundreds of lives. Your conscience shall be renewed. Auntie may demand Carr and I do nothing, but for each moment I remain inactive, dozens fall in meaningless combat. I seek a persuasive method of alleviating this conflict. The Protectorate utilizes a procedure known as mental refreshment to ease the temperament of wayward subjects. The Ministry of Accuracy contains vital information about the process and where it is performed. This is the prize I seek. I previously sent a grafted soldier, Trooper Ceylon, to retrieve said information, but I have not heard from her in some time. Consequently, I must presume the worst. Yes, one additional word of warning.
The good Commander Carr shall not take kindly to your working with me, though that is a bridge most worth burning in my estimate. An opportunity to attain my goals and stick my finger in Babylon's eye? Today's as grand as when I led in the performance department showing of Life of a Salesman. Find your way to the Ministry of Accuracy. And if Trooper Sealong is still alive, do send her back here to debrief. She's still contracted to us after all.
Bits on these quality Auntie's goods or services. Say, you've got your alien plantation.
Watch out for that Auntie Cleo. I know she don't look it, but she's more dangerous than she seems. Even the
Try it! Despite the countless voices screaming in your...
Even the whole of Spacer's Choice couldn't outmaneuver her.
It's like sour milk and expired medicine. And despite this balefully rebarbative mouthfeel, I feel great!
Everyone knows Salubrious concoctions aren't supposed to taste good. That's how you know it's working.
Nannerfish Restorative Elixir. Additional health benefits, none of the delicious taste. New from Auntie's Choice. Where nature ends, we begin.
Ectoplasm. Clean? Nope. Just pterodactyl.
sure has some cheek putting the Earth Directorate symbol on her wall after everything she's done.
My cover story has worked. I am safely ensconced at the Vox station, assigned to the lowly Information Input and Retrieval Department. Seems a colony so certain of its absolute control over its subjects can be less than rigorous when it comes to security. I was able to easily widen out a space behind the walls of the main control room to establish my safe room, giving me unfettered access to the communication transfer conduits. I have hacked into their system downstream from the security protocols, so I am able to infiltrate their entire system with them being none the wiser. While I have little doubt as to the success of our mission, trepidation still gnaws at me, though I cannot say why. Perhaps it is simply the normal mission commencement jitters. I thought my duties complete. Information gathered, reports filed, preparations made. I'd even created a fictitious identity and work transfer to Horizon Point Station well ahead of schedule, in order to keep anyone from tracking my movements upon commencing the mission. All that was left was the waiting. Or so I thought. Then, troubling information came to light. I've seen the numbers. I've seen the equations. While I don't understand all of it, I understand enough to know it is the truth. And I am the only one in a position to act upon it, though it means the betrayal of my team and the duty I swore to uphold. But can I? I did it. They are all dead. And I am still alive. I had not expected this. I had prepared no alibi, and so felt assured my ruse would be discovered and I'd not have to carry this burden. But the complete gullibility of the Protectorate subjects cannot be underestimated, it seems. My threadbare excuse of my grievous wounds as pitchball injuries was accepted without question. I can only keep telling myself it had to be done. Something which becomes harder by the day as the rift anomaly grows in the sky. But it was all part of the plan. Wasn't it?
I can't believe this. Void me if I understand any of this. DeVries sold us out for what? Because of a few equations? Some dots and lines on a graph? Good fucking law. I mean, she wasn't a damn scientist. She said it herself. She didn't understand all of it, the math. So what was she thinking? Oh, yeah? And how many of those colleagues went and blew up a space station on account of it? Damn it! I never wanted to talk about this. I wanted to just leave it alone. Told myself, no point in judging up the past. Should have known it wouldn't rest. DeVries may have saved me on Triangular, but I wasn't the only one looked up to her. Lots of the other recruits talked about her too, back at the academy. We all thought she was the pinnacle of what an agent should be. Tough, smart, any job she couldn't get done. And better and faster than everyone else. Inspired all of us. Reckon so. Somewhat embarrassing how much worship we all put on her name. You put a tool in my hand, I would have built monuments to her. Figured my own career could be just that. Doing for others what she done for me. Never imagined I'd actually get to work with her. Me, some nobody from Triangular. And then she betrayed us. Tried telling myself it was an accident, but now we've got the cold, hard proof it wasn't. Law only knows why she trusted the Order's numbers. Ain't cynical if it turns out true. DeVries was willing to sacrifice us. I have to know what for. I mean, she always struck me as so pragmatic, real sensible-like. Never figured she'd go all in on predictions from a bunch of monks. Used to think they were good people trying to do right by their beliefs. But if they put the idea in DeVries' head to leave us for dead, it might be time I reassess that opinion. I don't take issue with folks clinging to whatever keeps them afloat. Math, science, the grand architect, void, even capital. I know how most colonies run. But when those beliefs start to require hurting others, even killing them, that's worth questioning their virtue. No, didn't even know DeVries was alive until she brought the satellite down. Until then, what kept me going was mostly training and stubbornness. And Val. But to your point, holding someone who's wronged you accountable for their actions ain't an act of vengeance. Some might call it justice. You forget we're on the same side here, Commander? I'm not the only one DeVries wronged. She robbed you of 10 years of your life. Don't you want recompense for that? No. But it might keep her from stealing more years from someone else. Or doing worse still. Whatever her plans, she started putting them in place while stationed undercover at the Vox Relay. Our next point of order ought to be getting in there. Reckon there's got to be someone on the island who can help us with that. Let's keep asking around. Friendly like. Keep your lamps lit for wildlife.
Hostile wildlife.
I swear that wasn't right. Sorry, ain't ready yet.
Negative. Reload in progress.
And I'll take care of him, Commander.
Health benefits available at your request.
Slow down. Schultz went where?
The south gate.
You there. Keep... Stranger, consider yourself lucky that I've been ordered to not open fire unless fired upon. I will not suffer an outsider to trespass and trample further through our lands. Turn back from this bridge now, lest my ever-depleting prudence be spent. If you are not a loyal Protectorate subject, you will not cross this bridge. Be grateful I do not judge with such haste as my superior to the north, Brigadier Montelli. He's been fervent of late, looking for any Protectorate subjects who have displayed disloyalty in his estimation. Any associations with wrongdoers results in swift execution. That has, unfortunately, put many folk in his sights, myself included. And so we wait for the proverbial axe to fall. You actually believe you can contend with him. You are mistaken. He'll cut you open gleefully, then issue you demerits for bleeding on the floor. And you also have no business at the relay, as far as I can surmise. Ah, so you are sympathetic to the Protectorate cause and wish to rid our people of this scum at our doorstep. Wonderful. I may have need of your help, stranger, if you are ready to seize an opportunity to show fealty to the Protectorate. I know of 2 traitors who yet remain on this island. Bring them to me, and I'll dispose of them before the Brigadier questions my loyalty and deems me guilty by association. In return, I shall grant you clearance to cross the bridge. Fair exchange, wouldn't you say?
A lot more folks are gonna die if we don't catch up to DeVries. We have to consider our options, even the ugly ones. If these folks are deserving, maybe it's worth it.
I commend you for your eager interest. I think 2 traitors in particular. First is Ida Rutledge, a worker at Spire Grove. I once had utmost respect for her. We were, oh, damn it all, we were friends. When the Grove went silent during the invasion, I assumed she'd fought to the death as any subject would. But reportedly, she's not only failed to die, but is also teaching the enemy soldiers how to use the equipment. Conspiring against us. Such treachery is unconscionable. The second traitor I seek is Charlton Weintraut of Westport. He is, unfortunately, my cousin, and most assuredly a disgrace to our line. He too failed to die defending his home during the invasion alongside the other residents of Westport. They'll be seen to in time. But Charlton, well, I must deal with him personally. Oh, how I anticipate wiping that smug expression off his face. Are these orders clear?
Time and place, Commander. Time and place.
Your humor leaves much to be desired. But so long as you deliver what I seek, I will resist opening fire in retribution. Now go. Remember, once I have both traitors apprehended, you may cross the bridge. But beware if you step out of line. Other subjects may not be so generous with their deal-making as I. Farewell.
And my invasive species fish paste.
Your command.
Commander, you are the
Hey, got a distraction for you.
Appreciate all help, Commander.
Grenade!
Then take a ride on the Purple Bread Worm with Purple Berry Tequila.
confronting.
Your insides are leaking outside, Commander.
Giving chase.
Enthusiastically
Neutralizing
unfriendlies.
Hurry now, don't wait your turn. Take a ride on the purple worm.
When you drink Purple Berry Tequila.
Yes, it's the only tequila that'll pick you up and never let you down. Try Purple Berry Tequila today.
They would drive.
Ready to take the heat off the Commander. Just say when. Wiping the place out is one way to get through. Probably my most preferred.
What you are, shake around the purple worm when you drink Purple Berry Tequila.
Play hard so you work a little harder. Sobriety won't make you any smarter.
Go have another purple berry, have another purple berry, have another purple berry tequila.
You're tuned to Wireless Fruit Arcadia for merry melodies and prevailing conditions on the battlefield. Brought to you by Auntie's Choice.
She's just the best choice. It's Auntie's choice.
Building a better Eden, where the skilled and imaginative may rise. Why settle when you can thrive? Protectorate propagandists like to denigrate Auntie's Choice brand comestibles while boasting about their own. They say their food products are healthier than ours. But did you know what excess consumption of protein can cause?
What?
Nausea, halitosis, increased chance of renal failure, oh, and get this, chronic myeloproliferative neoplasms.
Is that right?
According to certain sources.
Tough break for their subjects. Bad breath, green around the gills, and impendingly mortiferous.
Also, they say their victuals are delicious. But do you know what tastes better than food that's low in sugar?
What?
Food that's high in sugar.
Convincing point. Any day.
Same here, friend. And how? Now, upward and onward. This one reminds me of the morning we drove the Protectorate from Fairfield. A good day for personal freedom and fair trade.
You when there's no doubt. Faster! Won't keep you down and out. We say sweet success can be the best revenge. Raise your spirits high with liquid confidence. You know you're shooting to the top. You show that you cannot be stopped. So take your shot, don't blow it. Throw back a shot and crow it. Gee whiz, that's Georgie whiskey.
Prisoner 349899393A. There is no place for you in the paradigm. You are hereby sentenced to death for the crimes of desertion. And opposing the lawful authority of the Protector.
No! Wait, I beg of you!
Oh, these damn bodies. Why can't we just... Theoretically, it shall take me 4 hours to hang 8 bodies. But Montelli killed 6 more yesterday, and my shift only goes for 3 more hours. Sovereign's mercy. I fear hanging all these corpses is beyond my capabilities, and I certainly need no distractions. What is it you want? Why would I do that? And be mindful, if you haven't your transfer orders, I don't have time to waste going idly back and forth with you. You are correct. If I were to let you in without apprehending you and placing you into these gibbets, it would cost me my life. Remember, the Sovereign sees all. May his grace be upon you. Area's off limits.
Subjects listening in. I'm afraid you've been fed a lot of hooey about all of us at Auntie's Choice. Your so-called superiors would have you believe we're unscrupulous interlopers, intent on stealing the very bread off your plate. Tut-tut! No! Nothing could be farther from the truth.
Might be we can find ourselves a way in that avoids all the muster and bluster.
They say they offer you direction, meaning, purpose. We say that's a fancy way of stating...
There is the relay station, Commander. It would appear this shortcut saved you a measurable amount of time and inconvenience.
Just part of the herd. At Auntie's Choice, we respect the individual. We're providers, liberators, spreading free trade and self-betterment throughout the galaxy. As the head of our corporation, I'm here to tell you personally, it's never too late to rebrand and start anew. Join us, embrace freedom, revel in choice. Auntie's Choice.
Seems like trouble. What was... Huh. All right. Only it quits.
Congratulations on your infiltration of Vox Relay Station, Commander. Further caution while exploring this...
Putting traitors on display like that's one way to send a message. Can't be too good for morale, though.
This cannot be happening. Not again. Come, quickly. We must all bear witness.
Technicians Acna and Gastrell, you stand accused of manufacturing a fatal flaw in one of our valued dragoons. Have you any last words to express your shame?
That dragoon was already defective. Oh, we were only rebuilding the logic assembly so that...
At last, the truth alights. I hope this belated confession unburdens your conscience. Though it will do nothing to commute your sentence. On the charges of sabotage and treason most contemptible, I find you both guilty.
No. No, please! This is all a misunderstanding! We're loyal!
More loyal subjects executed. And valued technicians, no less. I cannot see how reducing our own manpower guides us down a path to victory. Wait. I recognize you from Horizon Point. Yes, just outside the skip labs before the incident. I lowered the bridge in exchange for your help. But you didn't. Help me, that is. You must have been the cause of everything that happened that day. And to think I could have stopped you. Perhaps I would have, if I'd not been so vexed over mere demerits. Let's call you a stranger, then. That still doesn't explain how you gained access to the station, or why you're here at all. This entire dialogue is pointless. We'll both be dead soon enough, given current trends. If Montelli cannot find a reason for more executions, he'll invent one. Any punishment handed down to me will be even more severe should Montelli discover I allowed an intruder to parade around the Vox unmolested. I hope you're watching, Montelli. What I do now, I do for the Protectorate.
Ready to take the heat off, Commander. Let's say which.
Did you hear Montelli lock the monsters? If the Vox relay launches, we won't be able to change its trajectory. It could land on one of our towns.
Hostile.
No, of course not.
And I'll take care of him, Commander.
Ready to waste them. On your command. to where now?
Medical syringes.
Help me out!
Enemy down!
I'm a little busy bleeding out if you haven't noticed.
Resuming hostilities.
Can't just shoot in the thin air.
On your toe.
The Sovereign provides. The system abides.
Give the water man. I'll take care of it, Commander.
Emergency protocols ready.
I go? Can I remain unsullied under the command of a rambling, nonsensical persecutor?
A right shifty-looking individual, if you ask me.
Oh, hello there. You seem to have caught me at a most inopportune time. Was just, patrolling the sewers, monitoring for suspicious activity. Now, I must kindly ask that you vacate the vicinity. Your presence here is proving distracting, to put it mildly. The what? Word to the wise. A protectorate station is hardly the place to be making light of one's affiliations. Brigadier Montelli would be ecstatic to hear you spout such humorous quips. You'd be labeled a heretic. But I'm sure he'd chuckle as you swung from the gallows. Forgive my unease. I thought Montelli sent you to see to my execution, or some other absurdity. I don't know what's going on here. The station's changed. It's become a damn charnel house, stained with the blood of my brothers and sisters. I don't know what to do. I just don't wish to die. I can't... Everything happened so suddenly. The day we lost Fairfield, people began worrying. A soldier speculated on how it happened, how the Protectorate failed to protect our home. Next day, they were strung up, which was understandable, even though they should have just been refreshed. But then another went, and another, until bodies littered the base. All the while, Montelli has acted as if nothing is amiss. I couldn't stand the bloodshed anymore. I ran to the sewers to hide, and have been here ever since, scavenging what I can. What pathetic act of rebellion could I enact that would not earn me a justified bullet? Of course. You're right. Thank you for your assistance. I will stay true to my pledge. Long live the Protectorate.
Charging boldly! Into the fray!
You plan on conjuring ammo from the Aether?
We ought to get the crafting cell.
Yes, but those were my...
What now? Ah, an intruder. Of course. I was warned the paradigm would test me, and here you have arrived. Yes. Dispatching you may yet grant me the opportunity to show my unimpeachable quality.
Hostile subject may be suffering an acute case of megalomania. Caution is advised.
Seen this before. All that pressure from trying to live perfect. Some subjects pop a lid. We should mind what we say unless we want this conversation to be real short.
Come then, infiltrator, test me. Perform your part in this grand drama, but be forewarned. I am not easily made prey. Tell me, does it ease your conscience to imagine me as some foaming mongrel, a raving bedlamite baying for blood? Oh yes, I've heard the rumors. Mantelli's turned cruel. Mantelli's lost his wits. Mantelli's going to string us all up and watch our skeletons dance. So much breath wasted on nervous scuttle. Who?
Can't hazard a guess as to presentation nowadays, but DeVries used to favor short jackets and cropped her hair to near shoulder length. She'd have blended in, most like.
That name and description mean nothing to me, and I'm beginning to suspect this digression is little more than a tactic to draw out our confrontation.
Reckon this line of inquiry's a dead end, Commander. He's obviously in the dark about DeVries.
I weary of this pointless palaver. Do you not yearn for action? Corbin? No, you lie. My marshal would never suffer a besting from the likes of some corporate malingerer. What game do you think you're playing at? Only a fool prides themselves on winning imaginary contests. I'm killing traitors, seditionists. I am purging our prized garden of chokeweed and all manner of slithering things. My methods may seem callous, but a swift response to treason is necessary to prevent this crisis from worsening. Auntie's choice, bah! The invaders are vacuous opportunists dead from the collar up. They would not have found purchase here if not for the festering rot already in our soil. Very well. Allow me to be blunt. Our great protectorate has lost its way. Years of comfort and plenty have softened us, made us weak, undisciplined. If only the sovereign heeded his consul's wisdom, he could restore the protectorate's honor, instead of shaming his forebears by leaving such a grave task to others like myself. The vanquished have no say in history. If I prove myself valorous before the end, who shall remain to argue against the means? Certainly not you. But now we have bandied enough words. Your time has come, infiltrator. Any final sentiment you wish to impart to the Aether? An offer unasked for, unwanted, and summarily rejected. For crimes against our perfect sovereignty and conspiracy to commit the same, I hereby sentence you to death.
Got eyes on the builder. Hey, got a distraction for you.
duty!
Resuming hostilities. Entering the control room. Commencing search for clues. Subject, Agent DeVries.
I don't know who you are or how you accessed my private terminal, but it won't do for prying eyes to have evidence of my activities. I've triggered the Vox Relay failsafe ejection routine. But worry not. After launching, the station will take several minutes to achieve its pre-programmed self-destruct altitude, so you'll have plenty of time to enjoy the ride before your death.
Now we know why Montelli locked the engines. He planned to crash the Vox into Fairfield. There's something to change the trajectory on the control panel. We've got to try, right?
This unit strongly recommends evacuating immediately. Evacuate. Evacuate.
You need a distraction.
in. I'll take care of him, Commander.
Resuming hostilities.
Idlers and freeloaders in our midst. Breaking for cover.
Ready to assist.
What the?
Will we compromise against you?
Emergency protocol syringes primed. As indicated.
Take a look at those corpses they've got strung up. Wait. Some aren't dead yet.
Decomposition rate 12 to 17%.
Didn't really need to know that. Let's just respect the dead or very slowly dying, shall we?
Ah, there you are. I was expecting you 4 minutes and 27 seconds ago. But never mind that. I have a missive for you. Highest priority. Recipient's eyes only. All I can tell you is that it is from Arcadia's most judicious custodians, the Order of the Ascendant. I am not privy to any information beyond that. Oh, they did also say it was important. I was tasked 6 months ago to deliver it to whomever ship was at this landing pad at this exact time. Well, 4 minutes ago, like I said. All other questions may be answered by viewing the missive, I expect. Farewell, and as they say, may all your endeavors come to fruition.
Time to watch whatever it was the messenger had for us.
Greetings, Agent of the Earth Directorate. I am Ruth Bassar, presiding Bishop of the Order of the Ascendant. At this time, I can only presume you think us your enemy, directly responsible for your colleague Augustine DeVries' actions way back on Horizon Point. I assure you, we were not. A splinter group was behind that heresy. The collective of scientists and scholars I lead are committed to elevating humanity by pursuing a greater understanding of reality. I believe our goals are not incompatible. We both oppose the Protectorate, and we both wish to preserve Arcadia from ruin. We can help each other. I entreat you to speak with Abbot Newell. He can be found in Golden Ridge at Matriarch's mercy. He will aid you in your mission, and hopefully, you will see fit to aid us in ours. Nav key coordinates to the Golden Ridge landing pad on Dorado are embedded in this message. Go forth as was determined, and may the plan guide you.
Of the Ascendant awaits us on Golden Ridge, Commander.
Before we take off from Paradise Island, I was kinda hoping to grab a quick word. I know I've been pushing to find DeVries, so this might seem a bit of a left turn. Avoid it. I'm just gonna ask. Got an old friend here on the island. The doctor who patched me up after Horizon Point. Ex-Protectorate, a good man. Tracked in the Westport a short time ago, but never got up the nerve to visit. Reckon we could drop by and pay him a visit? Brief one, of course. Not sure he'd still consider me such, but that's part and parcel of the reason I want to see him. I had some bad years on my own. Now with you here, being part of a team, this might sound a mite soppy, but I feel like I could be a proper agent again. That starts with writing accounts. This friend of mine, Zebulon Tran, I let him down. And I've been chewing on that live wire for a while. Too long, maybe. Much as I might love to jaw about that special interest of mine, this business with Zeb's gotta come first. Likely not. We didn't exactly leave off in a good way. Traded some hard words over promises I made and ought not have. After I recovered from Horizon Point, Zeb and I ran together for a spell, doing what we could to help folks in difficult spots. Fighting Protectorate tyranny in small ways. Too small for Zeb, as it turned out. He was unhappy before I showed up, and after, well, all my Directorate talk fired him up even more. I had my orders. I was to stay low. Couldn't let the Protectorate catch wind of an Earth Directorate agent in its midst. But Zeb, he kept pushing to take more extreme action. I agree. But the problem with burning down a system is finding ways out for all the innocent folk trapped inside it. That wasn't the goal anyway. Just helping out where we could. We worked hard, but the Protectorate's arbiters and sentinels worked harder. Often than not, our help only made targets of the folks whose lives we were trying to improve. Didn't matter what we did. Arcadia was still caught under the Protectorate's boot. Guess some of what you said way back when stuck. All that talk about putting people first. Figured that's what I was doing. Putting a stop to all the pain I was causing. Anyway, things weren't good. Zeb and I couldn't find the rhythm we had before. We were arguing every day. Eventually, cutting ties just seemed for the best. Clean like. Only later I learned Zeb hadn't given up the struggle like I assumed he would. He got to stay in mental refreshment for his trouble. That's the last I heard of him, till recent. If it weren't for Zeb, I'd be in the ground. It's a debt I never properly repaid. Plus, I don't relish his last memory of me being a vanishing act. I owe him better. And since finding you, well, a lot feels possible now that didn't before. Much appreciated, Commander. Promise, I won't be making a habit of pulling skeletons out of my closet. Westport's on the east side of the island. I tracked Zeb to somewhere on its outskirts, but never got up the nerve to visit before now. We ought to start there.
Commander, the nav key coordinates supplied by the presiding bishop of the Order have been verified. Landing in Golden Ridge is now possible. Additionally, we are also able to land in Free Market Station due to the Astrogator's progress with the updates necessitated by its rebuild.
Careful now.
You sure haven't lost any of your boundless energy?
High lethality event detected. Please consult with Earth Directorate HQ before committing resources to search and rescue.
Your patience is commendable, passenger. Please continue waiting quietly until the next tram arrives.
Please mind the gaps. all of them.
Stay vigilant. Report any suspicious activity to your nearest station warden.
Please reconsider. Multiple signs of habitation observed. Helpful tip. Agents are advised against touching stains of questionable origin.
Morale? Low. Condition? Feeble.
Lest you're bent on exploring,
Voucher mech.
best we hoof it over to Matriarch's Mercy and meet with that avid Bassar
Always
mission.
watching. Many have left for Matriarch's Mercy, seeking refuge with the Order. The fools. Can't they see the Order is no different from the Protectorate?
The Order will... Incessant muttering to oneself may disturb fellow passengers. Further conduct violations may warrant notification of the Sentinels.
Try it, you doddering
Stranger, the
Such
Order
threats
bids you
compel me
welcome,
no
but
longer.
also warning.
I now answer to no one. I've seen through the lies of both sides. In time, everyone will.
Unwarranted optimism may be a sign of a more serious imbalance. Please see a curativist before boarding.
Politely.
Exponential increase in local population detected.
Another refuge. Just a moment. Allowing anyone into Matriarch's Mercy unprocessed will upset the precarious ratio of refugees to aid. We should have an opportunity for placement in approximately 7.85 days, presuming no unforeseen alterations. Ah, I seem to recollect one matching your description set for arrival. Pardon my slowing your ingress. It has been rather hectic of late. Welcome to Matriarch's Mercy. Rule number 1, no crowding. Rule number 2, avoid the exclusion zone. Our seer has predicted non-specific imminent danger. Can't say I didn't warn you. You need anything, talk to Seer Wiley. He's in the lift building, straight through the settlement.
I remember this place before the war.
Please be advised, this unit lacks pharmaceutic resources to provide medical care meeting Earth Directorate standards to
By the law.
populations exceeding...
You're right.
Ah, you must be the, Earth Directorate agent I was told to expect. Your punctuality is commendable. Allow me to welcome you to Golden Reach. I'm afraid I've no refreshments available, but can I interest you in a customary debate over decidability? Sensible. Straight to business, then. The presiding bishop sent word of your imminent arrival. However, pursuant to our normal standards of compartmentalization, she was scant on the details of your mission. That said, I've been instructed to assist you however I can. So, tell me, what brings you to Golden Reach? Victor? Oh, yes, Archivist Clemens. Quite the mind. Such encyclopedic knowledge of engineering. One could almost mistake him for an exemplar. Is he in some kind of trouble?
Victor Clemens, some kind of radical. What an absurd notion.
I must agree with my seer. I once watched Victor shed copious tears over a damaged datapad. It's difficult to imagine him capable of worse. Good intentions have led scienticians in the past to stray down paths most troubling. Victor's currently supervising highly experimental research at one of our labs to the northwest, the Enray Range, beyond the invaders' front lines. Unfortunately, you'll need to go through the decommissioned autonomous extractorium to reach it. That path is less than safe, so I advise caution. Besides the highly caustic Serenium River and the Mantisaurs, we've also received reports of mad cultists in the area. It does make me wonder why Victor decided to stay.
Fascinating. Your fear response must be suffering from some impairment. Likely the result of a traumatic brain injury. I'd have to open you up to be sure.
A generous offer, my friend, but I don't think the agent is interested in exploratory surgeries at the moment. Victor is dedicated. Single-minded, one could say. I've always thought highly of his analytical skills as a researcher. Less so his social ones, perhaps. Loath as I am to admit it, there may be some merit to your worries over a conspiracy within the Order, whether Victor is involved or not. As my predecessor would remind me, denying unpleasant facts is not good science. I would be remiss if I failed to support an investigation.
Are you deranged?
No, violence won't be necessary here. I hope. That said, I do have a favor of my own to ask. No doubt you heard of the recent attack launched on that Auntie's Choice base, Outpost Opportunity. It came from one of our facilities, the Zeranium Manufactory. But that facility is intended for research, not military action. I hate thinking an Order member responsible, but given the precision of the attack, it does suggest traitors in our midst. It would undoubtedly benefit both of us to root them out.
Respectfully, Scholar, given current tensions, should we really be trusting such a delicate task to this stranger? Would an internal review of our ranks not be more appropriate? Thank you for proving my thesis statement.
I don't dispute the need for discretion, my friend. But the presiding bishop made the determination to send the agent to us. It's best we trust her calculations. Moreover, our situation is growing increasingly dire. I can't overstate my fears concerning this most recent attack ending the ceasefire and reigniting the war in Golden Ridge. One more thing. Your investigation into the traitors takes precedence. But if you could also render aid at Outpost Opportunity on our behalf, such a gesture might preserve the peace. I knew I could rely upon you. Ruth wouldn't have sent you otherwise. Here, take this writ of investigative inquiry. It'll grant you access to the manufactory. Seer Wiley and I will conduct our own inquest into these traitors you've mentioned erstwhile. We can compare notes once you've returned with your findings.
Where to first, Commander? Enray Range, Zeranium Manufactory?
By
Or
calculating
outpost
the
opportunity.
position of every atom in the universe. Do you believe Arcadia shall ever return to our...
is barred due to contrivance malfunction, laboratory mishap, and/or miscellaneous unspeakable dangers.
Please call again at a more convenient time.
Hello? Someone there? Yes? Did the missive not play, or was it garbled in some way? Are you somehow struggling with coherence? If so, to be clear, Zerania Manufactory 7 presently and for an indeterminate time is in lockdown. That means no external transmissions, no visitors. Wait, you have a writ? From the abbot? But we don't have any means of... yes, they said they have a... yes, sir. This is Factor Maytugier. Am I to understand you have orders from the abbot? Quite convenient for you. I have no way of verifying without allowing you entry. Oh. Very well. Come inside and we'll see this sorted. Building on the left.
Yes, right over here. So, the abbot deigned to send someone whilst we're contending with all manner of emergencies, did he? Interesting timing. May I see it then? The writ? Ah, all right. I suppose we must solve each calculation with the numbers at our disposal. Sometimes I cannot fathom what goes through the abbot's mind, but your papers do seem to be legitimate. I will unlock the elevator so you can speak with Proctor Svoboda below. I'll send word you're en route, but fair warning, I cannot predict what reception you will receive. I expect your behavior will remain impeccable. As soon as I've seen to securing the facility, I'll be along straight away. The recent attack may have originated from this facility, but I assure you it was not at our hand. We have no desire to resume open warfare with Auntie's choice. One of our transport pods filled with Zeranium was diverted toward, or more specifically at, their location. Though functionally correct, I assure you. The transport pods are fired into space, where they are collected for redistribution. To date, no one has ever misused them for this purpose, despite the explosive nature of the material. Fortunately, we have potentially identified the culprit, and we have managed to corner the apparent perpetrator down below, which would be a good thing if they had not, somehow seized control of the manufactory operations. Our suspect, one Initiate Alva, previously supervised launch controls. Though steadfastly maintaining her innocence, she has also barricaded herself in the operations control room below. A move not likely to allay anyone's suspicions. I admit I'm to a reasonable degree pleased you are on hand to corroborate current suppositions. May your query yield favorable results.
It evidently originated here. Transport pod full of Zeranium. Blue outpost opportunity to none but tinges and...
Initiate Alpha, stand down. Relinquish control of this facility immediately.
Oh, my dear Proctor, you can't believe a low-level drudge like me is responsible for any of this.
You'd have us all believe you seized control to demonstrate your innocence. Wait, is this being broadcast?
I have no idea how this audio doodad works. You're the one in charge here, Proctor Svoboda. Are you sure you didn't do something?
I demand your unconditional surrender at...
Hello, Proctor? I'm over here now. Did I disconnect you somehow?
Emergency detoxification initiated. Systems, what's her name, took over.
Ah, yes, of course. Next on my list of lowest probability events, strangers sent by the Abbot, gallivanting about amidst a lockdown. If we'd been able to communicate beyond our walls, might have saved you a trip. As I can successfully report, we have identified the responsible party. A low-level subordinate, assigned here years ago. But I'm now realizing how little we actually know about her. A spy or turncoat, no doubt. A sleeper agent from one of those secret enemy programs you're always hearing about. But I haven't even told you the worst part. How Alva took control. The subsequent, albeit strangely indirect, obloquy and vituperation. The lives lost. Whatever for. We've already established her guilt. Failed to see the use, frankly. I suppose some limited nosing about before dispatching her wouldn't hurt. Presume...
Now, this is important. Would you describe the Varachnids' Calicity as slavering when it attacked? How much viscous fluid would you estimate?
I don't know anything about the fluid. Of course she's hiding something. Do you think those two exemplars are just hell wrong? They're hardly prone to involuntary self-injury.
Investigator? Always account for standard deviation.
Oh, hello. A visitor. And who are you, dear? You're what? Some maverick for hire? Oh, no, I can see it now. Earth Directorate, yes? Like Commander Zane and that rascal Buddy. And who is that you brought with you? A friend. Another Earth Directorate agent, I see. Seems sad.
Is she talking about me?
Oh, my. That Earth Directorate support mech is a design classic. All this for me. Fear I hardly deserve such attention. This entire business is just a terrible misunderstanding. Oh, believe you me, I'd like to know that more than anyone. I am thoroughly unaware how anyone would think me capable of all this. Yes, that was terrible. I feel awful. Though technically speaking, they did kill each other. There was a scuffle. Their weapons fired. It was a most unfortunate thing. Dear me, I wish I did, but... Actually, there may be a way you could gain answers here. The firing record should contain all relevant details regarding the launch. Why, yes, I could unseal access to the records repository for you, and open the path leading there. I'd be right grateful if you'd have a look. I swear I'm completely innocent of this heinous act they're accusing me of. Certainly, of course. If you help me uncover who's responsible, I will gladly open this door. Appreciate your help, dear. Please return when you have found something. May the plan favor us against long odds.
May all your endeavors add to the equation. Patrol's back, I hear. Don't see Auntie's being too disappointed.
Our Earth Directorate friend. Hello. I've been conversing with Factor Matadier here while you were away. Understand you've met?
Yes, they witnessed me rather discomposed, I fear. Visions of Auntie's choice reprisal clouded my thoughts at the time.
The Factor is less accusatory in his questioning than certain others, which I respect. Good manners cost nothing, I always say.
Troops now guard the entrance above. Our safety addressed, I have turned my attention to the cause of our situation here, and I have deemed it wise to investigate further. Do not let my position fool you. All within the Order are scienticians, and hence we seek the truth of any hypothesis based on evidence. The Proctor's accusation is no different. I appreciate even your hesitant support. Now, I believe you had an update for Initiate Alva.
You've examined the launch records, yes? What did you find? I'd say they've obviously been altered, dear. Fancy that odor you detected, a sign of chemicals used to affect the falsification. Ah, but listen to me. What do I know about this sort of thing? I know I've watched too many Aetherwave serials. Suppose they fuel my fervent imagination. But still, even the most junior scientician knows the best explanation is one requiring the fewest assumptions. Ergo, I set the correct coordinates. Someone overrode them. There should be ample time for regret later, dear. For now, I'll admit the armchair investigator in me wonders about Proctor Svoboda. Someone may be pulling her strings, perhaps. That's what investigators like you say, isn't it? Now, what you uncovered appears to imply 2 further avenues of inquiry. Deserves a look, don't you think?
I can speak to the coordinate override, I believe. All commands are routed through the hub in central processing. If one meant to accomplish what you're suggesting, they would likely look to do it there.
I expect the Zeranium leak stemmed from alterations to the control boards and refinement logistics. I'd look for any signs of tampering that may point to the culprit. All right. There. I've unsealed both areas. With hope, what you discover will help us determine the responsible party.
I'll stay here and pray for more time. If the Proctor sends anyone, I'll say I'm close to convincing you to surrender.
Proctor Svoboda seeks retribution. This unit is capable of complying. Apologies. Emergency protocols. Pharmaceutical Emergency protocols ready.
Thank you kindly. I am decidedly in your debt. Anything you need? Anything I, a lowly archivist, can provide you, a heroic individual who is handy with doors? Of course. I am now able to breathe easy and respond freely. I was in my cot doing advanced equations after the explosion to open. I should have known it would lodge in place when it closed, but I was distracted by the disheveled state of the room and rushed inside. Strange question, but yes, all commands pass through the hub here. Through that wiring underneath that open floor panel in the back of the room, actually. Well, in my professional opinion, looks like someone rerouted some commands from operations. Not sure which ones. Based on the sloppy state it was left in, I'd say they either barely knew what they were doing or were in a rush, or both. Works in operations, right? Always on about her stories. Wish I had time to watch serials and read all day. Well, that's about everything I know about everything. Let you be on your way. Careful on your way out. Try not to be liquefied and subsequently devoured.
Something about that Alva doesn't square. And she called me sad. I'm not sad. Just for the record.
Respecting one's elders is considered good manners in most colonies. Exceptions may be made for violent offenders.
Yes. Suppose you'll do.
May circumstances proceed toward intended results.
Oh, hello, dear. Why, we were just talking about you.
Or specifically, potential implications for a multitude of troubling scenarios, based on probable results of your investigation, downstream outcomes, and such and the like.
You know how the Order is, always calculating something. But please, tell us what you discovered.
That you found evidence that the coordinates were rerouted is definitely something. Would be an odd step for Alva here to take, except perhaps to throw blame elsewhere.
I admit I had the knowledge to cause the leak, but not the authorization. Svoboda has clearance, but not the know-how. I'm sufficiently certain our proctor is conspiring with an outside party. So I'm coming out now. She's going to tell me who she's working with. Then I'm going to kill her.
Wait a minute. You're going to what? Our investigation, it's unfinished. And you're an initiate. What are you talking about?
Oh, I see you two thought you were proving my innocence. No, you were helping identify my target. I'd advise you dears to help or stay out of my way. Proctor Svoboda needs to pay for her actions.
Yes, I concur. That may be the only part of this that seems certain. You are far more capable than some back manufactory button pusher. Who are you, really?
I am a dedicated agent of the Order, but no, dear. My name is not Miriam Alva. I am Marisol Delgado, formerly of the Department of Preemptive Causal Redirection.
That group was just a story to scare novice scienticians. Next, you're going to be telling me you're... Wait. It is you, isn't it? The one they called the Endpoint. I must admit, I'm not entirely sure. The rumors about your department... They said anyone who might delay the equation being solved disappeared. If there are any hints of truth to that, I find it severely at odds with Order tenets for balancing efficiency with humanity.
This is hardly the time for a history lesson or debate, I'm afraid. Perhaps you shouldn't. My earlier endeavors were often disconcerting. But the truth remains. Whatever is happening here, I'm not involved. I arrived decades ago to lie low after a difficult assignment. More than that, I have nothing to speak on at present.
That you are who you are, and are standing right, and have been here for years. It's all much to digest. I suspect your methods are not my own, nor the Order's, as I know it. And I fear your intentions for Proctor Svoboda.
I'm afraid the two of you are forcing my hand here.
You! Sequencing attack.
Take care of you, Commander.
Investigator.
You dealt with Alva, I understand. So very unfortunate, but sadly necessary. Oh, I practically forgot in all the excitement. We discovered Alva's secret workroom. It's down the path to the left outside, in the old toxic effluvium repository. I'm sure it's filled with incriminating details. You should check it out.
Feels good to be back in the saddle, don't it, Val? Kind of reminds me of our days in Nyx's orbit, dodging protectorate patrols. You remember that?
Error. Memory not found.
Ah, well. That's all right, Val. I'll just have to do the remembering for both of us.
Hear any more talking from you.
This unit's arm is vital for
Take a look at those corpses they've got struck. Wait. Some are dead.
We're closed. Did you not hear me? This place is closed. No learning today about how everything happens according to the obscure calculus of an indecipherable plan. Why are you asking? Who are you?
The people she tried to kill.
By the architect. I had no idea. I wish I could say it was unbelievable. I was afraid she was becoming a danger to herself and to others. But this is horrifying.
Yeah, imagine how we feel. Why don't you tell us where she is so we can make sure she ain't being a danger to herself or others?
And how are you going to do that?
That ain't something you ought to be concerning yourself about.
If you think I'm going to help you do what I think you're talking about, you are deluded.
I may be deluded, but you're lucky you ain't dead. Seeing how she seems partial to using her friends as victims.
Does she? It occurs to me that you have provided no proof of what you're accusing her of.
Why don't you take a long look at me? This is all because she betrayed us. Her team, her friends, even the one whose life she saved in Triangulum.
By the architect. You're Niles, aren't you? She mentioned you a few times, but refused to elaborate. All I knew was that she was fond of you, and that you were dead.
She was fond of me? Then why? Why would she try to kill me?
I can't say, but it may be one of the things she anguished over. An anguish I fear finally overwhelmed her, and could likely be what's driven her to her present course of action. I wish I knew. It's nothing good, I can tell you that. I haven't seen her since before the corporatists invaded the island. I'm afraid she's going to do something terrible, but I just don't know what. Maybe none of this would have happened had I not introduced her to Victor. How did... You saw her terminal, didn't you? Victor's an Order archivist. We were all friends for a time. But then, shortly before the schism, they started talking to some others inside the Order. That's when things became tense. I started to become uneasy, scared, really. She kept getting angrier with the Order the more she worked with Victor and her other contacts. On top of everything else, it became just too much for me. Among other things. For some reason, she was obsessed with the cliffhanger ending of Chapter 6. It was the one where capitalist fanatics brought complete destruction upon Arcadia. But you know how it works. It was somehow miraculously saved at the beginning of the next chapter. Didn't matter to DeVries, though. She just kept going over it and over it. Would have talked to a Crabble about it if there was no one else to listen. That, and the invasion itself, set her mind to dark things. I begged her not to go down that road again. She was so agitated when I first met her. Must have been 7, going on 8 years ago now. She never slept, didn't talk to anyone if she could avoid it. After we became friends, she began to change. Still bothered her from time to time, but I thought it mostly behind her. I couldn't watch her go back to how she'd been. Or worse. I know I've no right to ask this of you, but when you find her, please remind her of who she used to be. She's unwell, but I know there's still hope for her. Beyond doing the right thing? I don't know. I have nothing to offer. Except... Not sure if this will help you, but she did use the same code for everything. 15-778. I even used it to search her safe after she left Fairfield.
That is Agent DeVries' identification code, Commander.
She said it had some meaning from her previous life. I'd hoped she'd left something for me, but the safe was empty. That's all I can ask.
Give the order, and I'll take care of us. Commander.
Requested assistance currently unavailable. Caution. The neglected state of this edifice suggests its current occupants lack hospitality and also rudimentary facility maintenance skills.
You'd never have bested me without subterfuge!
Vocal patterns indicated a high level of sincerity. There is an 89% probability that the imperiled person may imperil others upon release.
That's gotta be the end Ray range. I'm looking forward to having some words.
Enthusiastic.
Never let a locked door stop us before. Let's look for another way in.